One scroll at a time, you're robbing your future and you don't even realize it. You try to do your work, whether it's for school or a real life job, and you just can't. You get unfocused, you get bored, you feel like you're lazy, you may check your phone. Now, I'm not here to shame you because I actually used to be just like you. I'm just here to wake you up. Now, the reason you can't do your work, you were just doom scrolling 30 seconds ago and have a plain old miserable life, is not because you're lazy, not because of how you grew up, that's all cope. It's because you're addicted to dopamine. A dopamine reset is a life reset. If you're not sure what dopamine is, I'm going to explain that in a second. But for now, I'm going to give you your first actionable step. All you have to do is just put this video in full screen. Now, the reason I'm making you do this is because your brain is constantly craving dopamine. It's constantly craving more reward. So during this long video, this 5 to 10 minute video, it's long for you because you have such a shit attention span and monkey brain. During this 5 to 10 minute video, you're going to want to scroll to the comments to get dopamine. You're going to want to check your notifications to get dopamine. No, we're not allowing that. Give this video your full attention for however long, 5 to 10 minutes this video's up. If you're still here, props to you. 99% of the goons out there probably already scrolled off this video because it's too hard to put a video in full screen and pay attention for just 10 minutes of their miserable lives. Now, like I said before, I'm going to explain to you what dopamine is. Dopamine is the brain's reward chemical. It motivates you to do things, and it's the reason why you can't stop scrolling at night or you can't get off social media. And you eat junk food and you do all this shit that gives your brain pleasure and you want to keep doing it more and more. Now, I'm not a scientist, so I hope that made sense to you in a bro science way. Dopamine may sound bad, but it's actually really good if you're getting it the correct way. There are two sources of dopamine: the cheap junk dopamine that we usually are used to getting, and then the good dopamine that's good for you and healthy for your brain that motivates you throughout the day. Now, if you want to change your life, you need to cut out every single last bit of that cheap dopamine. It is horrible for you. Horrible. Now, I'm going to give you your second actionable step. Get a notebook, get a pen. I don't even have a pen on my desk right now. Oh wait, never mind, I do. Get a pen, and then you're going to write down all of your cheap sources of dopamine. This could be TikTok, which you were just doing 1 minute ago, which is how you found this video. Let's say YouTube, all social media. Let's say drinking, vaping, smoking, the drugs, every single drug, cut it all out, write it down on a notepad, and you're going to cross it all off, scribble it, because you do not want that in your life. Now, at this point, your brain is probably going to start coping, but Elon Musk plays video games. I have TikTok drafts that I need to keep. I need to keep in touch with my friends. No, you don't. Let me expand a little more. Elon Musk. Are you anything like Elon Musk right now? He is the richest man on the earth right now. You are nothing like him. And sure, maybe he plays video games. I don't even know if he does, but let's just say he does, right? And then you start playing video games. You're just making it harder for yourself. Now that you have the list of bad habits scribbled out, you're going to replace that list with a list of good habits and good dopamine sources. So what are some good dopamine sources and good habits to have? Let's think for a second. Here, books. Some of you only read books when it comes to school. That's pathetic. Go read books. Reading books, you should read books hours a day. So much valuable information. Another source of information, podcasts and YouTube. Now, you say YouTube, it's kind of a social media. Strictly use it. Use your discipline. Strictly use YouTube only for learning. Same with podcasts. Podcasts, there could be bad podcasts out there. Only use it for your learning. Let's say you want to learn about your health, you want to learn about going to the gym, whatever. And that actually brings me to setting goals. You're going to want to set goals for yourself. Let's say going to the gym. Or getting in shape, right? That's a good dopamine habit. And you're going to want to do cardio every day, good dopamine habit. You're going to want to go to the gym every day, good dopamine habit. You're going to want to eat healthy, good dopamine habit. In general, other good dopamine habits, let's say maybe going on nature walks, go fishing, I don't know, but be creative. It's important to really think this stuff through. That's important. Thinking is important. You're going to want to do that. And you're going to say, does this benefit me in any way? Does this, you're going to use some common sense. You're going to say, does this give me cheap dopamine, or is this beneficial towards me? And I'm sure there are many things that you could actually do and decide on that will benefit you. For me, what I did is I gave myself a month. I gave myself the month of June to be as strict as I can. I mean, previous months, I was going to the gym, but I was still doom scrolling every night. I was just like you. I was gooning, whatever, just like you. I didn't know how bad it was for me, and I needed someone to open my eyes. A very good, self-improvement YouTuber out there is Hamza. I would highly suggest watching his videos. Aside from the point, take a month and be as strict as you can. Don't even open up TikTok. Don't even open up any social media. Not even drugs. We're not even talking about drugs. Because drugs, they're horrible for you. Cut out all drugs. Social media is a drug. Delete all social media. A month of strict. Now, for the first couple weeks, you may feel very dull. And I trust me, it gets better. By the end of the month, you're going to be feeling 10 times better. Now, this relates to something called baseline happiness, and dopamine plays a huge role in that. So every time you scroll on TikTok, right, or any social media, right, let's say TikTok, you scroll on TikTok, your happiness goes up. Oh, you're looking at this new video, and then it drops, and then you scroll again, and your happiness goes up. But this happiness drops off every time. So let's say the first time it goes up high, then it drops off. Second time it goes up kind of high, but not as high, then it drops off. And then it keeps going until you fall into a depression and then you need your next dopamine source. It's almost like a gateway drug. Your dopamine levels get low, they get depleted, you get unhappy, and then you go and either you scroll even more, or you do even worse things, maybe like doing other drugs, smoking, vaping, whatever. By the end of this month, your baseline happiness will go from all the way down here to all the way up here. And if you keep going and keep getting more and more strict, and let's say maybe you'll have like a cheat day. I had a cheat day, then I'm back at it. And your baseline happiness is just keeping it higher and higher. And you're going to become more happy. Now, during this month, the thing that I think helped me the most was following a strict routine. Actionable step number 3. Go to your notes app and you're going to name it routine, strict routine, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're going to say 5 a.m., wake up in the morning. This is just like my routine. 5 a.m., I stretched, I meditate, cold showers. These things are very hard to do, but are good dopamine sources. And the more I meditate, the happier I am doing it. The more I cold shower, the happier I am doing it. I appreciate more things in life. And there's so much more here. Did I say stretch? I don't even know if I said stretch. But like hydrate in the morning. Get sunlight in the morning. So podcast. Andrew Huberman. He is a big guy on getting sunlight in the morning. I had no idea how helpful the sun could be, how helpful sunlight in the eyes could be in the morning. But just by getting more sun throughout the day, and especially in the morning and like the first hour you wake up, right, you're going to feel so much better all throughout the day. Now, you're also going to have deep work sessions, which I place mine in the morning after I do like my whole morning routine. You could also place in the afternoon. Also fasting in the morning is when you're fasted, you work better. So I woke up at like 5. I had my first meal at like 11. And then I eat dinner, that's it. No junk food. Again, no junk food. I had dark chocolate as, I guess you could say, my junk food. if you are really like big, you're fat, or it's alright. Well, if you're really addicted to junk food, a great thing is Coke Zero, or just those kinds of drinks. There's like ice, there's Coke Zero, diet, soda, whatever. Great. 0 calories, it gets your cravings. Right now, I'm off of that Coke Zero, but during the month, I was 100% on the Coke Zero. It kind of gives you dopamine, but especially when you're trying to lose weight, it helps a lot. Alright, so back to talking about the routine. After my strict morning routine, this would be the whole morning, like up until I eat. I can't even think of anything else right now. I'd have to look in my notes. But you can make up your morning routine and watch Hamza morning routine, or just search it up online, ask ChatGPT, I don't care. Make a strict morning routine and don't miss it. Next, the afternoon. This is more of a leisure time. You get outside, that's very important. I would get outside, I would maybe walk, I would fish, go to my pool, hang out with friends, but don't hang out with friends that maybe stay up late, party. Hang out with the friends that maybe you play a sport with, you'll get active with, things like that. Just good, genuine friends. Another big thing, don't hang out with losers. If you hang out with losers, you'll become a loser. Back to the routine. Evening routine. I think it's also very important to have an evening routine. Includes more deep work, more stretching, more reading. I just remembered because of this book. This is a great book. I would highly recommend it. Think or Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Great book. Another great book I have by me. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I recommend reading it. Working on your business, working on yourself. Make routines and follow those routines very strict. This also requires you to go to bed early. Go to bed early, wake up early. I would go to bed at around like 8:30. I wake up in the morning. Some of you guys don't even wake up in the morning. Wake up 5 a.m. Strict every day. Get up. Another thing I could talk about is focusing on your business. During this time, I really dialed in on day trading, which is what I'm very interested in. I've been interested in it for 3+ years. I definitely improved. So your personal life is going to reflect heavily into your business life. Now, let's say it could be anything. You're not going to see business results until you improve on your personal life. Now, I want to talk about some mistakes. Mistakes will always be made. Let's say, I don't know, you can't go to the gym one day because you were too busy. And I mean, honestly, it's cope, but like, you were way too busy, and let's say you book something, you book a doctor's appointment when you're supposed to go, and you can't. Mistakes will be made. That's my point. Mistakes will be made. It's best to learn from your mistakes and learn from your failures, and not just cope and say, 1 hour won't hurt. That's not a mistake. That's you saying consciously that you'll scroll for only 30 minutes a day. You'll scroll for only an hour a day. It's definitely improvement, and improvement is very, very good. But cut it all out. You need discipline. 1 month. 1 month, you'll change your life. This video is already getting really long. I think I covered mostly everything. Comment if you stayed this long. Drop me a follow if you stayed this long, because just do it. But yeah, the world is already designed for you to be a consumer. It's already designed for you to fail in a way. Don't make it any harder than it really is, and just wake up.